The budget, the budget, the budget. The reason why I'm saying this over and over again, because this is one of the most asked questions about wedding planning. In fact, somebody reached out and told me how much is enough for a wedding to happen. And I told them, no, it should be how much do you have? Because I believe any amount of money can do a wedding. But the actual question is, how are you able to stick within that budget, within that amount of money that you have in order to have a successful event? Now, today, let me share some of the tips that can help you guide you in that direction. Number 1, book on time. Now, here's the thing. Anytime you think of, oh, my wedding is still in December, I have time. When you come to us, the service providers, the first question we're going to ask you is, when is your wedding? And if you come in November and your wedding is in December, it's highly possible that we're already taken. And if we're to squeeze you into the, that space somewhere, we're going to overcharge you. And that will make you shoot the budget. So for you to stay within, it's important that you book early. It gives you time to negotiate, to look at options, to decide at your pace without any stress. Now that's number 1. Number 2, make sure you talk and negotiate with your vendors on time. Here's the thing. Sometimes people fear negotiations and they think every figure they've given them is the final figure. Trust me, there's always room for a reduction or for a negotiation. Bring out those skills from you. Let them help you in this whole preparations. That way, you will stay within the agreed range. Number 3, have a figure and stick to it. Let me tell you something. The reason why some of you are shooting way beyond what you imagined, it's because you never actualized a certain figure and you never planned to stick with it. Imagine you have a wedding and for you, you're like, oh, let's just keep throwing money around, booking on people. We will sum up later. By the time you sum up, it's going to be above what you thought. Just have a figure, let's say 70 million, and say, I cannot go beyond 70 million. That way you're going to help your mind and everything you choose align in that direction and you won't overshoot. The other thing I want to talk about is the guest list. Gosh, the bigger the guest list, the more you're going to spend. So if there are ways you can cut those numbers, please go ahead. And by the way, I'm going to be giving you tips in line with that in some of the videos to come, so don't mind. The other thing that I want to talk about is the dates. If you choose a date that falls at the weekend, it's highly possible that 1, they are expensive. Check with the different venues. Weekends are usually more expensive. 2, you're going to have big numbers because everybody is literally available. But if you choose a weekday, it's possible that you're going to limit on the numbers. And it's also possible that you're going to get it at a very cost-friendly price and you will stick within the budget. And of course, there are venues that have different offers for weekdays and weekends. So pick wisely. And then the other thing I want to talk about is the season. There are also seasons for these events. January, February, March, I'd like to think they're not, even on January. February, March, and, early April are not like the peak seasons. But when you look at December, Christmas, November, August, from August till the end, trust me, everybody's throwing a wedding, everybody's throwing a party. So it's peak season. And once it's peak seasons, the prices shoot. So if you want to stick within the budget or if you want to work around your budget, make sure you put that into consideration. In line with the numbers, let me first go back a bit. Even your entourage, by the way, contributes. So the bigger the entourage, it will affect your budget somewhere. Some people always say that maybe people are going to dress themselves, are going to do their hair, their makeup. Are they going to drive themselves too? So you have to incur extra costs of cards. When it comes to the ladies, you will have to incur extra cost of, let's say, the florist. You get extra bouquets and stuff. The morning of the wedding, you will have to book them into different hotels. And if you're a big number, you will need, more rooms for accommodation. So those are some costs you don't pay attention to, but trust me, they contribute to the budget. So if you can find a way of minimizing those, it will help you stick within the budget. Then the other thing I'll talk about are the negotiables and non-negotiables. Now, if you want to know more about this, first go back to the other video. There's a video that I posted. I'll tag it here that talks about the negotiables and the non-negotiables. If you go to it, it will help you understand that better. But if that is understood, it helps you stick within the budget. The other thing I want to talk about is maximize, offers. We have family members who have good stuff and they're actually offering us at a good rate. So let's maximize that. Let's, be open to all these offers and weigh and see what works for us. If it compromises your quality, it's okay. You can drop it. But if it doesn't, take it on. Sometimes we are so lost in brands. It is okay to have a brand on your wedding. But if you cannot afford it, look at some other side. Who knows? These people can blow your mind as well. And before you know it, you have it all sorted and you're still within the budget. And then the other thing that I want to talk about is be flexible. Have a flexible mindset. Sometimes we're so lost in thinking of maybe people are going to contribute, so we're planning in line with the pledges. No. Let your mindset be locked onto first your pocket, and two, let it have the flexibility of what if people don't contribute? How will we survive? And now, if you had that question in your mind, it will help you make the right decision. Not for you to go and overbook or pay pricey things because you're counting on people's pledges. People will come through and before you know it, you're sailing alone and you're really sad. So it's important to always be flexible. Even when people are telling you we're coming through, just have that thought of what if they don't? What if something happens? Okay, so how do I overcome this? How will I take it through? And it will help you. And lastly, pray about it. Gosh, I don't know how to emphasize this. Guys, prayer works. Tell God to guide you. Tell God to lead you to the right vendors. Tell God to lead you to the right places, to the right decisions, to bring the right team, the right people, to bring even people who forgot you to contribute or to take away the bad people who are going to mess away your event. Because it doesn't matter how much you put all these things into practice. If you have not prayed about it, you can even book on unnecessary things. You can start by booking on things which are not important and not urgent. Instead of sticking on things which are important and urgent, you can just go around messing. Before you know it, the day is here, and this happens once in a lifetime. So prayer will help you stay in check, be directed, and have a perfect day.